For the last week or two, in the evenings and at the weekends, I've been working on this boat because we've got nice weather, and I've had this a while, and I was minded to get it sorted out so it could be put on the water and tried out, because I've never used it. I bought it off a friend quite, for a good price, and I thought it'd be nice to kind of get it sorted out and take it out in the sea. As you see on the back, it has a Mercury 115 horsepower inline 6 2-stroke tower power, as they call it, or an L6 motor. This is a 1979 engine, so it's quite a vintage power unit. They're quite desirable, they're quite sought after, these, and they're very good. They're very smooth and fairly quiet, quieter than the V6s. I've ripped out a lot of the stuff that was in there, and I've got some seats which I bought off a buddy of mine. These were taken out of a kit car that he bought, and he didn't like them, which when he rebuilt the car, it was he put much nicer seats in and took these things out. They're just vinyl, but they'll do. They're great for this because they're the right kind of materials, and nice and light as well, and easy to fit. I've rewired the engine. I've redone the power, the wiring loom, which goes from this connector, which was a bit chewed up, and I've redone the cable that goes inside the boat. I had actually bought another loom for the engine and the boat, but they turned out to be not the right one, so I repaired the one that I had. So I may put the other loom up for sale. It's still got some of the rubbish inside here that was left in by the previous user, shall we say. This horrible Osculati stereo binnacle and speakers, which I don't like at all. I'd like to see it clean and plain and factory. The carpets are respectable, the steering's respectable. I've got a new Morse control for it, a control box. I've got a new key switch because the existing stuff was not in a good state, and got the trim and tilt working. The buttons at the front here on the trim and tilt don't work, but I'll leave them in place because they're period. But I'll also have trim and tilt working off the switches that are on the remote, which is a much newer remote, and I'll keep the existing one because it goes with the engine, but it's not really very usable. What else have I done to it? I've taken out the bilge pump that was knackered, and ordered a new one. There is a hole in the splash well. This was plugged with a plastic hatch cover, which is held in with a lot of crappy zinc plated carbon steel screws, and I just got it out as best I can, what with that and all the silicon sealant that was stuck around it. I couldn't get it out, so I've bought a new one, and I bought a new bilge pump, and I bought a battery box because it never had a battery box before, so it's going to have a nice new battery box in it. And then I'm going to wire it up. I'm going to build fixings for the seats, which to make them nice and secure, and nice attractive fixing for the Morse control, and then it will be ready to take out. I'll probably get some new tyres as well because these are a bit cracked. Yeah, I've got a few new bits coming. I need to order a few more bits, but it's not cost me a lot of money to sort this out. And I've had the engine running. I'll probably take the gearbox off and check the impeller, make sure that's okay. It does pump water okay, and I will definitely drop the oil out of the gearbox and put some fresh in and grease everything up, all the controls and the supports and everything else, and a bit of paint here and there, just tidy it up. And what else have I done? All of these sort of handles and cleats, what have you, they were held on with carbon steel screws. I've taken them out, and I've used some nice Torx headed stainless steel ones to fit everything back in place. Going to get some little bit of glass fibre repair here and there, and probably try and match that yellow paint. It's not pristine, but it'll look tidy, and I think it'll be quite a nice boat. And with a wakeboard tower on, it'll be quite a good fun boat for water skiing, water sports, and pulling a tube or a donut along, or even a wakeboard. So I've got a video of the engine running which I took today, and I'll tack this on the end of the video so you can see it running and see how nice and smooth and quiet it is. Alright, thanks for watching. So as you see, it is a nice quiet engine. It sounds a little bit more rattly in the video than it does in real life. I think that's just the nature of the microphone on the camera. A couple of things I wanted to add. These were the seats that were in it. As you can see, they're pretty disgusting. And I may have mentioned a wakeboard tower. When the boat came, it had a wakeboard tower on it, which was bolted in place with these stainless steel fixings. Quite a nice quality item. Good quality. I've taken it off and put it in and stored it for the minute because it's a bit awkward to put a tarpaulin over the boat with a wakeboard tower in place, and if you fold the wakeboard tower down, which is what this and another similar one at the front is for, which I think is very ugly, and I'm going to be removing them. If I shall test it at first with the wakeboard tower not in place, and depending on how that goes and whether I decide to keep it or whatever, I will put the wakeboard tower back and perhaps go out and have some fun with it. Either that, or I'll sell the wakeboard tower and not use it. But these are decisions for tomorrow. Anyway, this is the end of the video, so thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it.